You're watching Daily News Podcast on Mangalore Today, your guide through the complexities of today's news landscape. From local achievements to challenges we face, we're here to bring you the full picture.
In Jappinamogaru, Mangalore, heavy rains have flooded low-lying areas, causing water to enter homes near the Dompadabali fields. Locals blame the concretization of the main road for the lack of proper drainage, leading to these floods. Despite complaints to city officials, no action was taken until a protest was planned by the Tulu Nadu Rakshana Vedike. However, after a visit from Municipal Council member Veena Mangala, assurances were given for urgent drainage arrangements, prompting the public to call off the protest. To resolve the issue, officials propose cutting the concrete road for drainage, causing possible inconvenience to commuters. The community is urged for cooperation to implement this solution within 15 days. Local leaders emphasize the importance of pre-planned drainage systems during road construction to avoid such crisis situations in Mangalore.
In a unique and eco-friendly initiative, Sahyadri College of Engineering and Management in Mangaluru witnessed a heartfelt gesture as senior MBA students were honored by their juniors. The planting event, themed One Plant for Future, saw students sow a variety of seeds symbolizing the importance of sustainability. The farewell ceremony took a creative turn as traditional dances gave way to this thoughtful program, showcasing a new trend embraced by the students. The event was graced by Mr. Devdas Hegad, trustee of Sahyadri College, and inaugurated by Mrs. Kritin Amin, director of Northern Sky Properties PV Limited. With about 300 seeds sown, including senior and junior students, it marked a significant moment for the institution. This initiative highlights a new era of environmental consciousness among Sahyadri MBA students, promising a green revolution as they entrust the young minds to continue the plantation legacy in the years to come.
Amidst maintenance work at Lokmanya Tilak T station, Central Railway has announced changes to train services. Train number 16346 Thiruvananthapuram Central, Lokmanya Tilak T Express, and train number 12620 Mangaluru Central, Lokmanya Tilak T Matsyaganda Express will not run between Panvel and Lokmanya Tilak T from 30th June to 30th July 2024. Instead, these trains will be short-terminated at Panvel Station. On the other hand, train number 6345 Lokmanya Tilak T Thiruvananthapuram Central Nethravathi Express and train number 12619 Lokmanya Tilak T Mangaluru Central Matsyaganda Express will originate their journeys from Panvel Station during the same period. Passengers are advised to plan their travel accordingly during this maintenance period.
In Mangaluru today, Deputy Commissioner Mullai Muhilan and Speaker U T Khader visited Madani Nagar in Munnar village, where a tragic incident occurred. A compound wall collapsed over a house, claiming the lives of 4 family members. The authorities expressed their condolences and promised all necessary actions to prevent such incidents in the future.
Heavy rainfall in Mangaluru has caused severe waterlogging in the Bajal underpass, disrupting travel for both motorists and pedestrians. Despite this issue being a recurring problem during heavy rains, authorities have yet to address the situation. City Corporation Commissioner C.L. Anand visited the site to assess the extent of the problem. The lack of action by authorities has left residents frustrated with the ongoing inconvenience caused by the waterlogging in this crucial area. In Sulia today, traffic came to a halt on the Maani-Mysuru Highway as a massive tree toppled onto the road in Elpakajeg, Aranthodu village, during the early hours. The incident occurred at 3 a.m., causing a disruption in the flow of vehicles. The authorities were promptly informed by vigilant locals, leading to the deployment of a crane to clear the road. Amid the chaos, a speeding lorry found itself trapped in the muddy terrain, with nearby residents coming to the aid of the stranded driver.
In academic excellence news, Mihir Girish Kamath from Expert PU College in Mangaluru has achieved All India rank 16 in the general merit category of the entrance exam conducted by the renowned Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. This prestigious institution, with campuses in Berhampur, Kolkata, Pune, Bhopal, Mohali, Thiruvananthapuram, and Tirupati, was established by the Government of India to advance science education and research. Mihir Kamath's outstanding achievement has earned him a spot at this esteemed institute known for fostering research in science to address the nation's developmental challenges. The IR has contributed significantly to published research works and patented intellectual property, making a notable impact in a short period.
In Mangaluru, a discussion program focusing on the theme Emergency, an Insult to the Constitution, was organized by the Citizens Organization for Social Justice at the TV Ramana Pai Hall. Former MP Pratap Simha condemned the Congress for altering Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's constitution, attributing the subversion of the constitution to the imposition of emergency by Indira Gandhi 50 years ago. BJP vowed to support those who fought against the emergency. Sakaleshpur MLA Cement Manju criticized the dark day in India's history when democracy was assassinated through the imposition of emergency. The event saw the presence of prominent figures like MLA Vedavyas Kamath and BJP District President Satish Kumpala. The discussion was hosted by Mayor Sudhir Shetty Kanur and presented by Rakesh Rai Kadenji. In a recent incident at the Patla Betta tourist spot near Bisile Ghat, 4 individuals have been arrested for assaulting a group of youngsters from Mangaluru. The incident occurred on June 23 when local drivers stopped the youth, abused them, and attempted to extort money from them. The aggrieved youngsters filed a complaint, leading to the arrests of Nishant, Madan, and Gagan by the Yesler police. The video of the assault had circulated widely on social media. In response to the incident, residents of Subramania met with Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar during his visit, requesting enhanced safety measures for tourists at popular destinations in the region.
In a devastating incident that shook Munnar village of Ulal in Mangaluru, a family of 4 lost their lives when a compound wall collapsed over their house. The victims, Yasir, Mariama, Rihana, and Rifana, tragically lost their lives in the early hours of the day. The incident occurred when the neighboring house of Abu Bakr, along with 2 areca nut trees, collapsed over Yasir's house. Yasir, who worked in Bandar in Mangaluru, was inside the house with his wife and daughter when the wall collapsed. This is not the first time such a tragic incident has taken place in the area. The bodies of the victims were recovered after a painstaking 3-hour-long rescue operation. The family had recently returned to live in the house after giving it on lease for 6 years. The entire community is mourning this heartbreaking loss.
Amidst torrential rains and strong winds wreaking havoc across Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram faced extensive damage as houses collapsed, trees uprooted, and rivers overflowed. Reports of high tides and sea incursions have emerged in Thrissur and Ernakulam, while landslides have caused chaos in the high ranges of Kozhikode. Alappuzha, Kannur, and Idukki districts witnessed severe damage due to the incessant downpour since Tuesday night. A portion of the dining hall at Ochira Parabrahma Temple in Kollam collapsed. In Ernakulam, trees were uprooted along the Periyar River, leading to concerns. Dams like Malankara, Pambla, and Kalarkudi raised shutters to release excess water. Ernakulam District Administration urged vigilance near Muvadapuja and Thodupuja rivers. As heavy rains persist, a holiday was declared for educational institutions in Kottayam. The State Disaster Management Authority cautioned about potential waterlogging and traffic issues in Kollam, Pathanamthitta, Kottayam, Idukki, Ernakulam, and Thrissur districts, advising people to stay safe and regulate non-essential movements.
The construction of the Ram Temple complex in Ayodhya is making rapid progress, as per the chairman of the Ram Mandir Construction Committee, Nripendra Mishra. The first floor of the temple is expected to be completed by the end of next month, with the second floor set to be finished by December this year. The entire complex is targeted to be completed by March 2025. The statues for the temple will be carved from Makrana marble in Rajasthan, with 4 sculptors being selected for the job through a tender process. Over 1.75 crore devotees have visited the temple since its opening in January, with daily footfall averaging around 1 lakh. The construction of the Ram Katha Museum has commenced, with plans for digital galleries and a 7D film on Lord Hanuman's life underway. Stay tuned for more updates on this significant project.
Mangalore, June 26, 2024. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, in a poignant address, condemned the Congress-led government's imposition of the 1975 emergency as a dark chapter in India's democracy. On the 50th anniversary of this controversial period, Mr. Birla stressed the importance of educating the younger generation about such critical historical events to strengthen awareness towards the Constitution. He emphasized that the emergency was a severe assault on India's democratic values, criticizing the suspension of civil liberties and censorship of the press during that time. Mr. Birla's remarks were met with opposition from Congress leaders, who deemed it as unnecessary divisive politics. Despite the backlash, Mr. Birla, as he began his second term as Lok Sabha Speaker, called for constructive criticism and debate in the House, emphasizing the significance of inclusive participation and learning parliamentary traditions from senior colleagues for the new members.
In Mangaluru today, a fierce gun battle erupted between terrorists and security forces in the Gondo area of Doda district in Jammu and Kashmir. According to police reports, one terrorist has been neutralized, while two others remain engaged in the ongoing encounter. These terrorists are suspected to be behind recent attacks on the army and police in the region. Additional Director General of Police J&K, Vijay Kumar, stated that the encounter began following a search operation launched this morning after receiving information about the presence of 3 terrorists in the area. The intensified operations to eliminate terrorists in Doda, Rajouri, and Poonch regions come after a series of attacks, including an assault on an army camp that left several soldiers and a police officer injured. In response, security forces have increased their efforts to crack down on terrorists and apprehend their local associates, with reports of 3 individuals already taken into custody for allegedly aiding the terrorists.
In a shocking incident in Malappuram, Kerala, a man identified as Abu Tahir opened fire at his fiancée's house in Kottakkal. The altercation happened after the woman reportedly decided to break off the marriage. Abu Tahir was taken into custody by the police for firing shots using an air gun at the woman's residence. The arrest was made under IPC Section 308, focusing on attempts to commit culpable homicide. The police have revealed that the motive behind this act was the woman's decision to cancel the arranged marriage. An investigation is ongoing into this disturbing incident that has left the community in disbelief. In a shocking turn of events in Mangalore today, the prominent leader Anil Kumar has been detained by the CBI at the Circuit House Court in the alleged liquor policy case. Following his arrest, there was a chaotic sequence of events as a Supreme Court appeal challenging the bail stay from his earlier arrest by the Enforcement Directorate was abruptly withdrawn. The ED did not oppose this move, stating their intention to file a more substantial appeal against the High Court's decision to block the bail granted by the Circuit House Court. Anil Kumar, a figure of significance in the region, faced a roller coaster of legal battles as the High Court suspended his bail order and the Supreme Court declined to intervene, deeming the High Court's actions as unusual. The court emphasized the need to review the case thoroughly before making a decision. Ultimately, the High Court ruled against Anil Kumar, reasoning that the lower court had not made adequate considerations in granting bail and highlighting shortcomings in the legal process. The leader's plea to be released on bail was denied, echoing echoes of frustration and pleas for freedom in the courtroom. This development has sent shockwaves through the community as the legal saga of Anil Kumar unfolds.
In a historic moment in the 18th Lok Sabha, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi set aside political differences to welcome the newly appointed Lok Sabha Speaker, Om Birla. Rahul Gandhi, who is poised to become the leader of the opposition, continues the Gandhi legacy in this crucial position, following his mother, Sonia Gandhi, and father, Rajiv Gandhi. The role of the leader of the opposition in India dates back to 1969, emphasizing a crucial aspect of parliamentary democracy. This position holds sway in significant appointments such as the Chief Election Commissioner, Central Vigilance Commissioner, and members of organizations like the CBI and NHRC. As PM Modi congratulated Mr. Birla, praising his leadership, Rahul Gandhi extended his wishes on behalf of the opposition, highlighting the speaker's role as the voice of the people. This development marks a momentous occasion in Indian parliamentary history.
Om Birla, the 3-time BJP MP, has been re-elected as the Lok Sabha Speaker for the 2nd consecutive term. The NDA candidate secured victory by a voice vote, with the support of 297 MPs against the opposition's pick, K. Suresh, who had 232 MPs backing him. A moment of camaraderie was witnessed as leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi congratulated Mr. Birla and shook hands with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Prime Minister, along with Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, escorted Mr. Birla to the Speaker's chair amidst applause. The Congress had fielded Mr. Suresh, forcing a contest for the Speaker's post. The government had sought support from the opposition, agreeing to which, if they supported the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker post would be considered from the opposition benches. However, the government clarified that the election process for Speaker and Deputy Speaker is separate. Mr. Gandhi criticized the government for not following through on their promises of cooperation, pointing out that the tradition of the Deputy Speaker from the opposition was overlooked in the previous Lok Sabha.
In a historic moment for the Afghanistan cricket team, they secured a spot in the semi-finals of the T20 World Cup 2024 by defeating Bangladesh. This thrilling victory marked their first-ever entry into the semi-finals of an ICC event. Led by Rashid Khan, Afghanistan showcased their prowess with wins over New Zealand and Australia. The team's remarkable journey received praise from Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi, who congratulated them on their success. Afghanistan will now face South Africa in the semi-finals. Rashid Khan expressed his pride and gratitude for the team's hard work and determination, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and belief in achieving their dream. He credited the team's success to their strategic mindset and collective effort on the field. Mangalore today sends heartfelt congratulations to the Afghanistan cricket team on this historic achievement.
In an effort to regulate the ethical use of leftover clinical samples for commercial purposes, the Union Health Ministry has issued comprehensive guidelines. These guidelines cover a wide range of biological specimens from diagnostic and surgical procedures, including blood, organs, tissues, DNA, and more. The ministry highlights the potential value of these leftover samples for research and development activities. Emphasizing the importance of anonymity and data security, the guidelines stress that companies must ensure complete de-identification of samples to protect patient privacy. Furthermore, the guidelines address the issue of informed consent, stating that for de-identified samples, a waiver of consent may be permitted. It underlines the need for affordable commercial products and technologies resulting from the use of these samples for the benefit of patients and healthcare providers. The ministry also advises compliance with local and international regulations to avoid breaches in patient confidentiality. Ultimately, these guidelines aim to facilitate responsible and ethical use of leftover clinical samples for scientific advancements while safeguarding patient rights. In a heated turn of events in Nairobi, Kenya, President William Ruto emphasizes security as a top priority following violent protests against a tax hike bill. Demonstrators clashed with police, resulting in at least 5 fatalities as they attempted to breach the parliament compound. The chaos extended to various cities in Kenya, with calls for Ruto's resignation and objections to the tax increases resonating among the populace. In response, Ruto condemned the violence and vowed swift action against what he deemed as treasonous events. The situation escalated to the extent that the army was deployed to address the security emergency, marking a critical juncture in Kenya's turbulent socio-political landscape. As tensions persist, opposition leaders urge dialogue and concessions in the contentious finance bill, which aims to alleviate the country's debt burden but faces resistance from a populace grappling with economic challenges. Stay tuned as the nation navigates through these tumultuous times.
Mangalore Today News Update. In a recent development, Mangalore's favorite news channel has learned that former Chief Minister of Mangalore, A.C. Kumar, has been under investigation by the Mangalore Central Bureau of Investigation in connection with an alleged corruption case related to the liquor policy. He was questioned twice this week regarding the matter. The policy in question was scrapped after allegations of irregularities surfaced. A.C. Kumar, a prominent figure in local politics, is currently in custody in connection with a money laundering case. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on this developing story.
That's all from us today. We sincerely thank you for tuning in. For more details on the stories you've heard and for continuous news coverage, please visit mangaloretoday.com. Subscribing ensures you're always updated. Farewell, until our paths cross again.